a little bit about me. I've been a content creator specifically for beauty and lifestyle for over 12 years now. I have a background in social media, but I really love helping people. Predominantly, the reason why KOQAL started is because I hit 30 and everything in my life changed completely. My skin changed, my body changed, my mental health changed. And I was asking all these questions and I was trying to check online, is there any form of content? Is there any form of, an expert that could help me? And I found no one. Right? My friends were asking me the same questions about skincare, mental health, and our lifestyle in general. Now, thankfully for my audience of 2 lakh people that have been watching my content for over 12 years now, they've grown with me. So all of them also turned 30 and all of the same questions were asked to me yet again. And what ended up happening was that I really like to get to the bottom of the problem. And I searched and I searched and I searched. I couldn't find one website that helped me understand what's happening with my body. Couldn't find any website talking specifically about either mental health or my skincare. Anything would do, but nothing came to actually serve me any purpose. So what did I do? With my experience of all these years of content plus product, I use a lot of product and I know a lot of media people. So what I ended up doing is asking the right sort of questions, and then I created a platform called KOQAL, and we focused a lot on content and community, just like Hina. So I think the sense of understanding that women need friends to speak about, especially if we're going through any form of trauma, right? And hitting 30 for me was trauma because it was so much change that I couldn't understand what was happening. And we started in June, July. We got about 1,700 people on our platform. The question was, is there any product in the market that's going to help me with my changing skin? So we ended up launching a rosehip oil, which is beautiful. I mean, I would say that about, my own product is my baby. It really helps with the change of your skin in 30s. Really helps with your hydration levels, as Nina mentioned. A lot of things happen right after you hit 30. And people absolutely loved it. We were sold out of it within, I think, about 2 months. But before that, a lot of people started asking for more hydrating products. And we ended up creating the golden jojoba oil, which again, if you notice, both of these products, they are very, very brightly colored. And that's because they're really good quality. And after that, we've actually launched a very unique product about 3 weeks ago, and it's called KOQAL Eye Juice. A product like this does not exist in India. I've been working on this for over a year now. It comes like this, and it's essentially under eye patches that women can use. This is so unique that everybody turned me down when I asked them if they could make it for me, which was quite funny to begin with. So these have been doing really well because the shape of them, the design of them, every single thing is made specifically keeping the lifestyle of a 30 plus woman in mind, right? We don't have time, we don't have the energy, and we really want things to work quick, we want things to work fast, and we want to know how to use it because there's so many products available in the market. And this is something that I learned from my content creation because everybody was asking me questions about how to use a product when the biggest brand in India, for example, L'Oreal, launched the product. It's not that the marketing budgets weren't there. It wasn't that the product wasn't working. It was just a simple question. How do I use that? And with KOQAL, we're actually thinking of raising funding next month. I am the only one in the team. I'm doing every single thing from designing the bottles to sourcing the products, to getting the products done, to packaging, to creating the content and answering all the questions. So it's been really great. I got on leave to kind of learn from people like Hina, to learn from people like Shalab, and just to learn from people like Diksha and all of you lovely people who have gone through this process. Because for me, my background is in literature. My whole family is government officers, so it's not really some place that I can actually learn from for business. And I think when it comes to product, I have a really good understanding of what women want, and it's obviously because of my experience. I do understand what is required, but the thing that I need to learn is not just the business aspect, but the sort of things that kind of push you. So I do require a lot of mentoring at this stage, I think. as well as funding that I'm going to go for from next month. And another thing that talking about numbers, we have garnered about thrice the amount of funding that we had put in for the initial 2 launches. We got thrice the amount, as I mentioned before, within 2 months of the launch. And we've been working with newer products that actually have a purpose. But rather than just having a product, it's very important for you to tell the person how to use it, also to create kind of a community beforehand. And that's the reason why we launched the social media platforms before, talked about mental health, a lot to do with all of the issues that come with turning 30. And then from June to July to August, and then in October, we launched our product because we were listening, we were creating content, we were creating the community that would end up consuming these products.